Hello YouTube, how are you all? I hope that you are doing great, amazing and awesome. In today's episode, I want to talk about some of the things from my own experiences and I hope that it will help you a lot. In case you think you are a shy person and you are not confident enough and you have some misconceptions about being confident, then I hope that it will help you to resolve that, because I hope that these are few of the things I would have learned a lot earlier, but no matter what, I have learned those things now and I feel very thankful about that, and that is why I want to share those things with you. So one of the very common misconceptions about which I want to talk in this video particularly is that people most often think that being shy and being an introvert person is the same thing, but it is not the same thing. Being shy and being an introvert person are two different things, and there are so many proof of people, almost including me, that being shy is a different thing and being an introvert is a different thing. A person can be an introvert person and still that person can be a confident person. So, introvert and extrovert are two things that are the opposite things, and shy and confident are two things that are opposite things, and vice versa. We cannot relate it between shy and extroverty, introverty, and in that way. So that is not possible. So even if I'm going to open a dictionary, or even I'm going to open a Google dictionary or something, and I'm going to type shy synonym or introvert synonym, most often what happens is that in almost every book, for the definition of introvert, there is a synonymous word shy attached with it, and it is almost given as a synonym. And these things can be a cause and effect, and not 100% correlated. So those are not exact synonyms, I would say. Those are almost, maybe one thing can be the cause of the other, and so vice versa it can be true. That is why it is a common misconception that shy and introvert are just the same thing. So I want to give you a little bit brief about the definitions of introvert and extrovert. So introvert is a person who just gets their energy from being alone and doing things in their own solitude, and extrovert is a person who gets the energy from outside. So if I'm an introvert person, then I get my energy for living and being and doing the things I love, and maybe not love, or doing just the things. I get that energy from being alone in solitude, maybe painting, writing, things that I could do alone, and I do not need companion for those things. So, but the extrovert is a person who wants to be in a situation or in a surrounding where there are lots of people and interact with them, and through those interactions they get the energy. So the vice versa is also true, that introverts mostly lose their energy, some of the energy, while interacting with a lot of people, and extroverts maybe they cannot gain that energy, or maybe lose, they may feel depressed a little bit, sad a little bit when they are alone. So it is all about energy. It is not about being uncomfortable or something. It is about energy, gaining the energy, losing the energy. It is all about the energy. So there are in between. So no person is almost 100% extrovert or introvert, and it also depends upon the situations and different factors also. So and there in between comes ambivert also, who almost 50% time like to be alone, 50% time like to be in a group. And so much away from this concept of energy, there is a concept of confidence and being shy. So being confident is, what is being confident? So being confident is being well aware of ourselves. So confident can be both person, introvert person as well as an extrovert person. So only point is that they have to be well aware of themselves, and if they are being well aware of their all positive strengths and weaknesses and their talents and all these things, by being well aware of themselves or their own self, they also have to be aware and not afraid, no fear of showing their own self to in the society or outside in front of other people without having the fear that they will judge them. So what is this confidence is that not having the fear and also having the awareness about ourselves. So maybe there is also one other misconception that a person who can do everything is a very confident person, but that misconception is also not true. So there are so many things in this world, and there cannot be even a one person that can do all the things 100%. So there is no person who can do everything in this whole world. So being confident is actually not doing everything or not being able to do everything, but it is being aware of what we can do and what we cannot do, and to show that our strength where we can do something and it needs to be done at that time, to do that particular thing without being afraid and without getting judged, without having feeling of judge. To do that particular thing is something can be called as confidence. So for example, giving my example, I am right now over here speaking to you, and my English is not 100% perfect, obviously, but it doesn't mean that I'm showing my weakness and still I'm not confident, because I know that I'm confident. And if I know that I'm aware of my own strength, so my strength comes from my passion to share good things with the world and to have the world a more better place. So my strength comes from that, and that is why I do not have fear of being judged, because I know that I'm doing something good, and well, I am aware of myself, and I just don't care what someone else is going to say, as long as I have that 100% confidence in my passion. So as vice versa, a few years ago I was a shy person. So being shy person, I was a person who had fears about my own self. So I tend to be little bit towards introversion, and I'm actually ambivert, but at that time I was also introvert because I like to read a lot. I like to do most of the things which lot of other things which can be done alone, and so having a fear that I am this type of person. So I had this awareness that I am this type of person, but having a fear that am I the right person? So I read a lot, I do things alone a lot. So being able to do the things and getting energy from aloneness, is it a right thing? And is it so that is the misconception I had, and that is why I had a fear to express myself as I am in front of so many people, and that is why I was being a deceptionful. So I don't know, deceptionful is a word, but I was giving a deception to the world, that I was trying to give a deception to the world. Also, I want to talk about a little bit more about the difference between a confident person and a fraud person. So we already went through the difference between a shy and an introvert person. So an introvert person can be a shy person, may not be a shy person. It can be anything, but those things are not 100% dependent on each other. So I am going to talk about now the difference between a confident person and a fraud person. As I already told you that a confident person is a person who is well aware about themselves, what they can do and what they cannot do and could not do, would not do, but and they are also not afraid to show or express those things in front of the world. But a fraud person is a person who cannot do, obviously no one can do everything, but that person tries to show the world that they can do everything and they are so perfect, but that is not a true thing actually, and showing that the same thing to the world is actually a fraud. So that is a difference, that is the main difference, that both people, a fraud person and a confident person, cannot do everything. They have some strengths, few weaknesses, but a confident person is well aware of their weaknesses and their strengths, and they do not try to show the world that they can do every single thing perfectly. Whereas a fraud person, that person tries to show the world that I can do this, that, I can do everything, there is nothing in the world that is impossible for me. So being a fraud, I would like to give an example over here. This is a very simple example. So if in case there is one doctor and that doctor is completely confident, and when we can say that doctor is completely confident is when they are able about their own strength. So what operations they can perform, what medical knowledge they have, and also what things they do not know and what things they cannot perform easily. So having the knowledge of both things makes a doctor a confident doctor. But suppose there is one doctor who is the same person that knows those things, some of the things, and do not know some of the things. But if they are going to show that the things that they do not know, that they cannot perform, but they still trying to show that, oh, I'm confident, I can do every single thing. But if they actually do not know about those things and they are trying to express the world which they are actually not, in that case they are a fraud person, and there is actually no point in trying to be a fraud person. So that will be a confident person. Things which we can do, we can show the world and can find out the opportunities for which we are really good at, and we can try to keep on improving ourselves. It is not also about being stagnant. So a confident person, because he knows that these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses, maybe they can level up their own strengths, and they can also try to achieve or eliminate few of the weaknesses, and the few of the weaknesses that they know these are even maybe not helpful for me in the long run or in the short run, then maybe they will just try to avoid those weaknesses and getting shown those weaknesses. So these are the things about being confident and shy person. So I hope that this video helped you in clearing out some of the things, different things that a confident person, shy person, fraud person, the difference between that. And also the difference between introvert and extrovert, and introvert and shy person. So my main point of making this video was that a shy person is not always an introvert, and an introvert person is not always a shy person. So both things are not same. So if you are an introvert, you do not need to have a fear that you are also going to be shy everywhere, and how to go in such situations and how to enjoy such things like outdoor activities and things like that. So being myself, the person who tends little bit towards an introversy, I have a few hacks that I used in my own life to be more confident. The first hack is obviously that knowing most of the things about myself, my own strengths and my weaknesses. So I keep on trying to be well aware of those things. The second thing is very simple hacks. Okay, I do not even know. I think I learned it from experiences. So, so when I am outdoor, usually before knowing about this, I used to be very timid and perceived as a very shy person. But now, actually, I give eye contact. So eye contact is a very necessary thing. Before I used to laugh a lot, but now I give a very proper eye contact without the laugh or too much of a smile. Maybe I will smile when I see a person for the first time, and maybe I will say them good morning or things like that. But I give a proper eye contact. So I don't know why this thing should be a very difficult thing. If you practice the eye contact, you go outside and have a eye contact with people, it will help you. It will help you a lot in building confidence or getting perceived as a confident person. So having a very strong eye contact is actually very good thing to learn and develop that habit of having an eye contact with the people. So before, I think I used to laugh a lot in a social situation. Now also I laugh a lot, but I also talk also because I'm not afraid. So this is the third thing, to not be afraid of talking, because before I used to think that the things I am talking, do those things make sense or do not make sense? But now, because I have a well awareness that I read a lot, I also watch some of the Netflix shows also, and I'm not such a bad person, and I'm a good person. So I have a lot of knowledge, and having aware of things of that, and so what is there to be afraid? And the same person sitting in front of me or standing in front of me, let's say, is going to be almost same as me. It then by trying to keep on hiding myself is not going to be a use, and just enjoy the situation, be natural in those situations. So to remove that thing of afraidness, I think that did help me a lot. So I am not afraid to show people that I am an introvert person. So even if a person in front of me, that person perceives me as an introvert person, I just don't care. And the truth is that in the whole world, there are always going to be about a half number of people who are an introvert, 50%, and about a half number of people who are going to be an extrovert people. So it is just so unhealthy to have all people extrovert people in this world. It is just so unhealthy for the world, for the balance of the world. So it is just always going to be the situation. So what is there to be afraid of? That particular thing of being an introvert person. So once we are getting aware of our own selves, if I'm an introvert or extrovert, it just applies with an extrovert also. So in that case, it just becomes really more easy, that awareness. And the second thing is that also with the awareness, having the proud thing that we are all children of the God, or we carry the energy of the universe. So we are just amazing, awesome, perfect from our birth as we are. So why do we need to be afraid of anything? Afraid of showing ourselves, expressing ourselves? So I think I talked about first thing I talked about not being afraid and well aware. The second thing I talked about was to show a very strong eye contact. The third thing I would like to talk about is that to dress properly. So whatever you are wearing, it doesn't matter how you exactly look. Means what is your weight, what is the skin of the color. It just doesn't matter anything of those. But wearing the clean clothes and wearing a good proper having a proper hygiene and everything like that. So if you are going to wear a really nice clothes in which you are very comfortable and which shows a symbol of power, maybe something like formal dressings mostly in an office place. Those are going to make you seem a more powerful, because those are things perceived as a powerful. Actually, when the dressing doesn't matter if you are completely aware of yourself and completely confident yourself, but still, if you feel a little bit issue in that, then in that case, this is something that will help you as a complementary thing. It is not an essential thing, but it will help you having a good good clothing, good appearance. Not too many things, but just a few things which are good, branded and clean and ironed. So these things will help you. Having a proper shoes. So I don't know. So this is the one thing I had read in one article actually, that our shoes and our bag signify what person we are. So wearing the proper clean shoes are shiny. So properly clean. So this thing also. So appearance, not the appearance of ourselves, but what we are wearing and things that may symbolize as a power at a particular place and the situation oriented things. Those things not essential, but a complementary thing that will help in improving confidence. And I don't know, I think I gave you so many here and there tips and things. Is next episode I just want to talk to you, because I had read a book called named as The Quiet, and there was one scientific difference in that, in between shy and confident person, and what makes us introvert and extrovert. So I want to talk about what makes us introvert and what makes us extrovert as a science. So I want to talk about that, but I think I should read about it again, once again, properly brush up that knowledge of me, and then I want to talk to you about it. So until then, thank you so much for watching this video, and bye bye, take care, have a great day or great night. See you again.